Science says that being rejected activates the same part of your brain as physical pain. Every time you hear no, your brain reacts as if your survival is at risk. Sounds extreme, right? But that's exactly why fear of rejection can feel so unbearable and why it often keeps you from asking for that raise, going on a date, or speaking your truth in a meeting. Here is the good news. This fear is not something you are born with. It is learned, and because it is learned, it can be unlearned. Stick with me and I'll show you research-backed ways to turn rejection into your secret weapon for success. Throughout human history, being rejected by your tribe was not just embarrassing, it was dangerous. Exclusion could mean the difference between life and death. So your brain learned to treat rejection like a life or death. Right, but here is the thing. In modern life, a no is rarely about survival. It is about opportunity. And when you understand the science behind your brain's reaction, you can take control and use rejection to your advantage. Every success story you know is built on rejection. So why does your brain make it feel like the end of the world? Imagine this. You have just nailed a job interview. You are feeling great and ready to take on the world. Then 2 days later, you get the dreaded email, "We have chosen another candidate." Ouch. But why does that sting so much? Well, your brain, which is constantly scanning for danger, interprets the rejection as a threat to your identity and future security. It is like your brain is saying, you are not good enough. You don't belong here. But here is the key. Your brain is wrong. The truth is, rejection is not the end of your story. It is often a redirection. Some of the most successful people in the world, like J.K. Rowling and Steve Jobs, faced rejection after rejection. What they learned and what you can learn too is that rejection is not a reflection of your worth, but a part of the growth process. When we experience rejection, the amygdala lights up and we enter a state of heightened anxiety or stress. This triggers our fight or flight response, something our ancestors needed to survive attacks or danger. But when we feel rejected by a colleague, friend, partner, the same response happens even though it's not a physical threat. This is why it feels so intense. The key here is to recognizing that these emotional reactions are automatic, but you have the power to manage them. Instead of running away from rejection, you can choose to reframe it and face it head on. So now that we know where the fear comes from, let's talk about how to stop it from holding you back. It is time to shift from avoiding rejection to embracing it. Number 1, reframe rejection as a feedback. Every no is an opportunity for growth. When you reframe rejection as feedback, you stop taking it personally. Instead of thinking, "I'm not good enough," try thinking, "What can I learn from this?" This mindset shift is crucial because it changes how you view failure. It is not something to avoid, it is something to learn from. Take the example of a writer who faces constant rejections from publisher. Instead of giving up, they refine their writing and eventually land a book deal. Number 2, condition yourself to handle rejection without fear. One way to stop rejection from paralyzing you is to face it head on regularly. Start by putting yourself in situations where you might get rejected. It could be asking for a small favor from a stranger or pitching an idea at work. The more you experience rejection, the less it will sting. You will realize that rejection is a normal part of life and it does not have to stop you from moving forward. Number 3, embrace vulnerability. Vulnerability is the key to courage. When you open yourself up to others, you might face rejection, but you also create the opportunity for deeper connections and success. Brené Brown, a researcher and expert on vulnerability, says that it's only through embracing vulnerability that we truly grow. So the next time you're hesitant to ask someone out or pitch a new idea, remember this. Courage is not the absence of fear. It is feeling the fear and doing it anyway. I have shared a lot of theory today, but let's bring it all together with some real-life examples. Take Sarah, who was terrified to apply for her dream job. She was sure she would be rejected, but instead of letting fear control her, she applied anyway. She got rejected the first time, but she used that feedback to improve her application. The next time, she got hired. Sarah's story shows us that rejection does not define our worth. It is just a moment in the journey. Remember, rejection is not about you. It is just part of the process. So how can you start applying this today? Here are a few action steps to take right now. Number 1, take action. Find one thing you're afraid to do because of rejection and do it today. Number 2, journal your thoughts. Write down any negative thoughts you have about rejection and challenge them. Are they really true? Number 3, build resilience. Practice saying no to small things so you are ready for the bigger rejections. The more you face rejections, the less power it has over you. I hope this video has helped you understand why we fear rejection and, more importantly, how to stop it from holding you back. Rejection is not something to fear, it is something to embrace and learn from. Now go out there, take risk, and remember, every no is one step closer to a yes. If you found this video helpful, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe for more, and leave a comment sharing your experience with rejection. I would love to hear from you. Until next time, keep growing, keep learning, and keep thriving.